Throw Gang. We are joined by the Martini Madman, Lawrence Schwassman, and myself, the Titan of Tummy Issues, James Harris. Welcome to the weekly Running of the Boys, with today's full episode only available on patreon.com/throwingfits.
Model L1000 sent from the future to ruin your fucking life, bitch.
Lawrence, how you doing? You're like, is this a 40? You're like, I think I get a tall boy. You come in, I'm like, yo, you got a 40? You're like, is this a 40?
The last time I did a pod on this level, I literally threw up the subway steps going home.
Wow. Your wife is going to be very happy when you come home tonight.
She'll never listen.
Wait, does she know, like, when you're hammered? Because
I'm going to go home.
Well, I discovered two new, like, indicators of, like, wasted Larry that I'm going to get into.
Spoiler alert.
That I'm going to get into.
Yeah.
And before I get into that, our top 5 wings of all time, Hardo Bowling, and your 4 martini lunch and 3 beers. Let's get into a fit check.
Start us off, Jimbo.
All right. On the dogs, I had, what?
I don't know why I said Jimbo.
Stussy Nike Air Penny 2s, the tan colorway courtesy of our boy, Io. Then
it's like your roommate is Little Penny with the amount of fucking pennies up in this crate.
I know. Well, I really like the, it's like a thick-ass, like, big fucking sneaker.
You wear them well, dude.
Which,
and you've been wearing them a lot, and they look fucking good.
Well, they're good with, like, wide-cut jeans. Like, all my other footwear.
So, like, third cuts.
All my other footwear, and these Orly joints, which, spoiler alert, all my other footwear choices are, like, you know, like, kind of like sleek trainers, runners, Asics.
NBs.
Which still look great with most pants, but, like, the pennies, I think, really, the beefiness really coalesces well with, like, the wide pants. The big old jeans. Okay, I got Luso Cloud socks. Very helpful. They have L and R. I don't think there's any difference. Maybe there is, actually.
Well, one has a lot more fucking crud on them.
Does it? Do they really? Which one?
Your right one is nasty.
It's crudded up.
Look at all this shit.
Ew, don't touch it. Ew. Yeah!
Slap that man's dogs.
Orally brown jeans, my current pants of the week.
People have been, like, really thirsting for the ID on those. Did you see that?
Really?
Because you wore them a couple weeks ago.
No, I didn't see the ID.
Oh yeah, in the
Just follow TF Almanac.
Yeah, obviously. I don't know if people know that though. Anyway,
TF Almanac is honestly
brown jeans. Next up.
Well, no, we talked about it's either like raw denim, like classic, or
denim.
like weird denim.
Yeah.
With like the split cut third denim, the foil, my foils, your digital prints.
Did you get them on sale?
Yeah, of course. What?
From where? No,
I can afford Orally retail. Essence, I believe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then I had to get them hemmed by Andrew 316,
okay,
and he fucked it up.
Sure,
Yeah.
We went through it. My bad. I forgot because I'm drunk.
You blacked out something I told you 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
MF Pen throwing fits.
Banger.
On the big body.
Wait.
Another one of these shirts where it's like, yo, Lawrence, are you wearing this today? Because I know you love to wear this one.
Wait, you're saying that you're a big body on the big body?
I got the big torso.
Yeah. You've been pooping a lot.
I'm the Titan of the Tummy Issues.
Yeah, my bad.
Maiden name ring, sipping on Greenpoint's finest, Hanes boxers, CP Barber, outerwear, somebody's sunglasses. Lawrence?
Can we talk about what just hurts me to my core about your CP Barber?
Yeah, sure.
It arrived. We both got one. I believe it had been touted as like whatever year it came out. Was it a year ago?
I think it's like 2021.
Like we love this jawn.
I think it's 2021.
And what's even more spectacular about the mutual love is that you're not a barber boy.
No.
I wouldn't say you're a barber hater, but it brings up menswear memories, hence your nemesis.
No, that's not true. It's just I've never had one, and I'm not gonna email the fucking NOAA PR people demanding one.
True, very fair. Your shit. So we both got one after working with our good friends at Cheapy. It showed up. It was like a customs officer.
Right. Oh wait, where is it?
It's over there. Had slashed into the box.
Yeah.
And there is a giant gash in the back of the jacket.
All right, it's like 3 inches, which is huge.
Yeah,
and it's like
that's massive.
Yeah, I don't even know if I could take 3 inches. It's a 3-inch little cut, which yes, I have to get stitched up, and it doesn't bother me because there is some like distressing on the jacket already. And
sure,
this looks completely out of place, but I forget about it because it's on the back, so I never see it.
We were potting, and you said I can feel the gust through the slit.
Wait, where was? Oh, we were
Hotel.
after the yeah. No, yeah, I could definitely feel the breeze through the slit for sure.
It was an honorary Atlanta pod that was done in New York.
Yes.
Yeah, you complained. You unprompted. You were like, I can feel.
No, because you pointed it out,
the
and then
breeze.
you pointed out, and then I was.
It bothers me.
You pointed out
for
early
you,
on, and then like I had my back to the breeze on my phone, and I was like, damn, I can feel the.
Can you grab it? Can we show
the wind
people?
going up my slit?
Let's show the people. And it's such a bummer because it is like, I mean, this was a limited edition jacket. Like, no, you can't just get this. Maybe on Grailed, if there's like 5 people that are selling it. Let's see. Oh, where is it? Yo, you can fucking see it, bro. Oh no. It is kind of big. Brutal. Yeah, just you need a. If you and I were more well-trained steamsters,
I'll just go to seamstress.
Seamstresses.
Sew that bitch up.
Yeah, sew it up. Anyway, great jacket.
Yeah. It is a fun. Yo, shout out Enrico. Sipping on Greenpoint's finest.
Mm-hmm.
Hanes boxes, like I said. Lawrence, what are you wearing?
I wore hip para boots to the crib. I have on.
Let's see if you can remember everything you were wearing.
Yeah, right. I'm actually like legit. I'm buffering. I have on Manresa socks. Shout out fucking Mike. I have on OL Workshop Dickies. I have on a Los Angeles Apparel blank from when we were testing out merch as a white tee.
Okay.
A Stussy cardigan. I wore my second layer leather. I have on a Metalwood Studios fucking cap. As always, rollies on the wrist, wedding ring is on the fingy, wifey is on the pinky, and I am drinking a big old 40 of Budweiser. We have not drank on the pod in like months.
I don't know if that's true, but
and I am drunk.
Yeah. You were
I had a great day.
I think you had, I mean, we'll talk about the lunch, but I think you were like everyone at the bar maybe had a martini. You asked for number 2. You asked for number 3.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, I think I'm going to wait till like maybe I eat a little bit before I get into make this a 2 martini lunch. And you're like, fuck it. 4.
Fuck that.
1 martini, 2 martini, 3
Quattro.
3 martini, floor.
Yo, call me an Audi because I hit that Quattro with the fucking quickness. No, I feel like it's is it a return to form? Is it a digression to form?
No, I don't know. It's a new you. It's a brand new you. It's the old you.
It's the old me.
And what are your panties?
Oh, Supreme Hanes.
All right.
Sipping on. Oh, I said already. My bad.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Did you go to the ZA store like on the corner?
They don't have beer, bro.
So where'd you go?
So I went there and I was like, because I was trying to buy cigs and beer. I'm like, yo, y'all don't have beer. He's like, we don't have beer. So I walked up to that bodega that we went to in the Montclair video.
Oh, yeah.
But their options are actually limited. I didn't mean to go this hard. I was looking actually for a tall boy. No tall boy.
Well, you're like this is a tall boy. I'm like, no, that's a 40.
So then I get the 40 and I go, yo, bro, let me get 6. So they don't have 6. So I had to go back to the ZA store to get 100s. Who smokes Marlboro Light 100s? Me this week now, apparently. I'm off a bean, bro.
Damn, ZA stores hate this guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
fit check, drink check complete. So this past week was
We're
a
podcasting.
fucking doozy.
How many pods total?
Boys only. Atlanta. No, boys only. Tuesday, Atlanta, Friday. 4 pods.
That's a
in
lot
5
of
days.
pods,
God
brother.
Damn. We don't fucking rest. We don't fucking stop for anybody for anything.
No, that was. Oh,
No, I know.
dude,
keep it. Oh, sorry.
It was like a whole little fucking thing, bro.
It's just a triangle of paper.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
a reveal later in the episode.
Got it. All right. So the big thing last week that the goddamn motherfucking boys did was we fueled up the American Airlines regional 2 and 3 seater.
Do you have a note here that American Airlines is on notice for now being the worst airline of all time?
It fucking is trash. I mean, yes, it was like a really old. Who flies American?
Well, remember when we went to Sweden and we flew
SAS
and we shit on them?
Yeah.
This is now the bar has been lowering the bar.
What was so bad about it? No TVs.
Not a TV to be had on the whole fucking joint.
I know. Luckily, I downloaded like 4 episodes of like the F1 show.
How was it?
Good. I mean, I love it.
You were locked in. I just immediately fell asleep.
Yeah.
No, American is true. You're right. No one flies American because it's garbage, and why would?
Well, the only reason why you would is because they have many more flights out of LaGuardia than Delta does. We weren't trying to go to JFK for a 2-hour flight where we wheels up 8 a.m.
Right.
And then wheels up again at 8 p.m.
SEAL team fits. But I will say, we're going to Atlanta. That's the Delta hub. We just couldn't get the best value.
Yeah. Also, we waited until the very last minute and paid double what we should have.
That was stupid.
But in the end, worth it. So on the flight, let me ask you this.
Yeah. Hit me.
So it was pretty
Hit
early.
me, Jimbo.
I did not miss this flight, but it wasn't an early flight. It was like 8 a.m. 8 a.m. flight.
Did you? Oh wait, who beat who? I'm always curious about that. Who beat who?
I beat you.
Oh, I got a bagel. I went to shout out Big One. I went to a fake H&H outpost in
LaGuardia. You went to Dunkin' Donuts. What are you talking about?
Oh, you're right. Sorry, they have a fake H&H. You're right. I did go to Dunkin' and I waited for like 15 minutes online.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a Hasidic Jew child just literally throwing a tantrum, like he wasn't sleeping, but he was laying face down in the line.
Really?
And his dad was doing nothing to control his child.
Kids are mids. There's got to be a no kids airline out there somewhere.
Oh, that would be fire.
Yeah.
Like a no kids resort or a no kids hotel.
Because on the way back, on the way down, oh my God.
Oh, you got
so many. I got fucked. All right, so in front of me, terrible white baby. 2 rows in front of me, terrible non-white baby.
You're talking about the black autistic kid with the lawnmower mufflers.
Yeah, he was crying a lot, but the white baby in front of me was fucking like clambering all over like a little fucking white monkey.
He was even worse.
He was terrible.
Yeah.
And the mom was like not doing anything. The thing about Southerners, and we talked about this a little bit, is how chatty they are. Yeah. And like, sure, it's nice when you're walking down the street and they're like, "Good morning," and like that's fine. But when like the dad of this horrific fucking kid,
monster,
who's monkeying around, is just like would rather make this mayo monkey ass child, when the mayo monkey's mayo ass father would rather chat to the mayo monkey next to him instead of hitting his kid and be like, "Yo, like, stop, sit down,"
instead of beating his child,
like giving him a fucking iPad at least.
You mentioned this
was like
when we got off the flight. You were like, "Yo, this guy was so fed up with his own child. He's like, I'm gonna socialize instead of
the whole time.
My child."
Yeah. The whole time he was just talking to the guy next to him about like college basketball or some bullshit.
How you know why? It's about to be March fucking Madness, baby.
I finally am able to doze off. I had the big beefy Stussy fleece, which I guess we can give it away. Gunnar Stahl.
Oh yeah.
This week's guest, Gunnar Stahl, photographer to the stars. I wanted to put a.
What? Go off.
I wanted to put a call him Young Thug, how he's shooting all these rappers, how he shoots all your favorite rappers.
Oh, brother.
But you can't do that, especially not.
But he's not.
He's not slime.
He's not YSL. Well, he's opium.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk about opium training day and all that good stuff. Gunner, the last time I saw Gunner was on the Magnolia video.
There was a moment where you said Gunna, and he's like, "Wait, what do you say?" And we're like, "No, Gunner with a hard R, with a hard R."
Wait, did I just say Gunna again?
No, but during the pod, you said. I don't think you said Gunna, but you said like Gunner Stahl. But he was like, and obviously it's like kind of testy down there for anyone named Gunner or Gunna.
Yeah.
And he like just wanted to make sure that you were clear and that you were calling him Gunner.
Yeah, that's an honest mistake, but like probably not the best move.
No, especially not now.
No, not now. That will come out
in 2 days. Tomorrow.
What is today? Monday.
Today.
For Martini Monday.
Tuesday the 7th. Is Boys Only Day.
Only Tuesday.
And then Gunner
comes out.
Gunner's
fire, bro. I love him. Last time I saw him was probably on the Magnolia shoot, unless I'm getting my timelines mixed up because I am hammered. And, he's the best, bro.
And he's one of the few guys, like...
I love that guy.
Okay, there's a lot of guys that we would fly to Atlanta to go pod with, but so far it's been Big Boy from Outkast and him.
He's the only non-rapper we would go to Atlanta to see. That's what it comes down to, right?
Yes.
Photographer to the stars.
Yeah.
I believe you mentioned. Yeah.
But okay, so I finally snooze off. Oh, because I was snoozing on the big beefy Stussy fleece that Gunner was really into.
It's fucking sick that honestly, I was a little jealous because I'm like,
what about my second layer leather?
No, that was a NN07. But I was like, yo, if you're gonna shout out specific Johns, like spread the love. But he was fixated on the Stussy fleece.
Yeah, he's like, wait, new Stussy? I'm like, yeah, new Stussy back.
Newsy.
The
Newsy.
Yo, so I finally doze off. I have I'm watching Toto Wolff and Gunther Steiner and fucking Verstappen and that's a beer we're getting poured. And fucking Lewis Hamilton sucking ass last season. Doze off. 5 minutes in, my seatmate is like, "Hey, drink. Do you want a drink?" I'm like, "What? No,
who are you
bitch."
Sitting next to?
Some fucking if you are a
some bitch,
if you're a fucking Latina with a big booty in your mid-40s and you flew to Atlanta on Wednesday morning, last Wednesday, fuck you.
You just described my favorite human being alive.
Well, that I couldn't stay mad at her.
She was hating. Whoa, no, so she's trying to be polite. And you're just like, this is the worst timing possible.
Let sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't. I'm a bad sleeper. I couldn't go back to bed. I couldn't go back to sleep.
She fucking blew it.
She blew it. I had one shot.
This was for you to get a fucking Coke Zero?
No, I didn't even get anything. I was like, I'm
You're
good.
like, I'm good.
Yeah. I'm like, it's
no.
8:30 in the morning. I don't need anything.
Yeah, that's tough, dude.
Fuck. But
I mean, I've been on the other side of that.
you don't wake them up.
No, but here's the thing. If I have to pee,
Oh.
what are you supposed to do? I would never wake someone up to get a refreshment.
Do you wake people up to pee?
What are you supposed to do? Pee your pants?
I think you hold it.
Really?
Yeah.
Jenna and I were on a flight back from Texas over the holidays, and it was we were tripled up on a Delta flight. Thank God.
Wait, so she was in the middle?
She's in the middle.
Do you guys
I'm at the
insist on? Do
window.
you guys insist on sitting together? That's so fucking stupid. Why would you do that?
So here's the deal. If we're flying with the dog,
okay.
she prefers that we're linked up because when you leave the dog,
Yeah.
who's in a specific carry-on with the exact measurements, that the FAA prescribes, and she's shoved under the seat, and Jenna leaves, that dog's gonna start barking.
Right.
The big dog is gonna want to know what the fuck is going on. So someone's got to be there to temper the situation.
Yeah,
right,
that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
It's your child.
Now,
It's your little Mayo monkey ass dog kid.
so in this case, she's Choco.
It's your Mayo mutt.
No, she's
Latina.
she's black.
Oh.
Her name is Dan Pepper, dude. She's black. Happy Black History Month to all the French Bulldogs. Or I guess it's over now.
It's Happy Women's History Month to all the female
Happy
bulldogs.
Women's History Month to all the French Bulldogs. Anyway, so, what are you supposed to do?
I don't know.
You can't hop, especially if the motherfucker has the tray table down.
So
How are you supposed to what are you supposed to fucking karate fucking flip over that
So
shit?
you two are jammed up,
Yeah.
and then you have a third in the aisle that's like fucking zonked out with the tray down. What do you do?
You fucking give him a love tap, bro.
That's rough.
You engage.
Oh, that's rough.
You fire a warning shot, and you go, "Hey, yo, sorry.
Yeah, that's
I'm
rough.
about to fucking pee my fucking Pampers." Dude.
This is adult diaper time.
I know.
That's rough. But okay, so that was the low point of my flight.
The drink is crazy. The drink no one should do that.
I know. That was the low point of the flight or of the trip down, but it was quickly erased or validated with the high point of the flight when we were on the tram getting around the fucking literally the busiest airport in the fucking world.
Mm-hmm. Number one. Numero uno.
Yeah, which is wild that it's in
Why is that
Atlanta.
wild? It's the Delta hub.
Yeah, but it's like
First name.
But think about like Dubai or Singapore or London or all these regional hubs of like actual parts of the world.
Is it not just the number one airport most trafficked in the United States? It can't be
in
global.
the world.
Really?
I know this because DJ White Privilege had to kill 6 hours because he missed his flight to New Orleans the last weekend.
New Orleans.
So he was in DJ White Privilege had to spend a near damn fortnight.
Did you love all the love you were getting for your fucking accent?
Yeah, it's great.
It was good. It was fun.
But so he's Googling it. So it's the busiest airport in the world.
That's crazy town, bro.
There's only 2 in the top 10 are outside of the U.S.
What are those? Do you know off top?
I think there's
CDG?
there's one in China.
Oh, of course.
And maybe it's Heathrow or maybe it's like Dubai.
Oh, Dubai?
Because Dubai's like between Europe and Asia.
Yeah,
so all these flights
do a lot of enough thotties with BBLs hit that flight that they gotta.
I think so.
And
And
they got shit on by some sheikh.
they gotta buy
on a yacht.
They gotta buy 2 seats for themselves, one for them and one for their ass.
That's how you know it's fucking good. I will say, despite your terrible flight, we were flying steerage. You were like, even when I pulled up, I was like, "Yo, James, I'm getting that offer that I've been flashed the deal where it's like, yo, $92 to upgrade to first class," and you were like,
That was on the way back, no?
Was it on the either way?
It was on the way back.
And you were like, "Nah, it's not worth it. It's a 2.5 hour flight."
Bro, the
whatever
flight
it is."
back was an hour and a half, and first class gets you nothing.
What, with no TVs, we're not cooking with gas. We're not cooking with canola oil. We're cooking with fucking nothing, dude.
Yeah.
We're cooking on a campfire.
Eating raw.
Though I did win the lottery, the seat placement lottery, my flight down, the flight was pretty full, despite it being an early flight. I mean, I guess a lot of people are going to Atlanta. I didn't see any rappers or any rapper.
There's one guy in like a fashiony shiesty who looked like rappery with like pearl bracelets
We
and
can't
stuff.
forget to talk about the engineer that we saw in the elevator leaving the hotel. We got to remember that. That guy's fit. We got to fit check that guy. You don't remember?
Oh, yeah.
And, or not the hotel, at
The apartment building.
Viggo's apartment. Anyway, both ways, flight home, not packed. Flight there, packed. No seatmate either way.
The best.
I was fucking cruising. I was sitting sideways.
Well, they were like
Larry in the days.
The flight back was like a quarter full. Anyway,
Yeah.
my low point was canceled out by the high point of the trip down when we were on the tram and a cool black airport worker goes,
"Yeah, I
hey,
witnessed
man,
it."
hey, man, how do pennies fit?" I'm like, what?
He didn't talk.
He had a crazy southern accent.
Did he?
He's like,
Hey, man.
He's like, what's the fit on them pennies?
Hey, man, what's the fit on the pennies, man?
Yeah. And I'm like, what? Oh, true to size.
You should have hit him back with the, yo, true to size, man.
Yeah, and then he's like, shit. And then he pulls out his phone, and I think he was like buying them on StockX.
No way, dude. Do you think he was copping Stussy pennies?
I think so. I made them shits look good.
You do. I agree. And the
I forgot what I was
Stussy
wearing.
pennies, they're hot right now, dude.
Was I wearing the brown Orleans?
They hot
No,
right now, dude.
I was wearing the OL split skis.
Crazy fit to flying.
Yeah.
But also, when you're going for the day, your fit is
Yeah,
what
it doesn't
flying.
matter. It
There's
doesn't
no-
matter. Like we had
no
a fucking
carry-on.
we had a tote bag. Okay. The situation of where we potted
this
was
is great,
extra
dude.
crazy. So, for whatever reason, and it's his reason, it's his story to tell,
His
and like,
proclivity.
it's his life. Gunner was like, "Yo, I don't want to pot at my crib," and I'm like, "Okay."
Which I believe he couched and qualified as like, yo, I have too much stuff. There's no room.
Yeah.
He's a hoarder, and we'll get into it on the pod, all
Right.
the things he collects.
We're like, okay, interesting. He's like, yo, you got any people down there? And I'm like, do we have any people in Atlanta?
Well, we asked him, we're like, do you have people that could get us a stew?
Or could we pot at like Cardi's crib? But I guess he was like prepping for Rolling Loud. or
Not at
whatever.
fucking Transylvania, bro.
Yeah. He's like, what hotel y'all at? And we're like, we're flying down for the day for you.
In his defense, he was not aware that like our second pod that we had scheduled had fallen through, so it really was, again, SEAL team fits in and out. He didn't know that, so I can't blame him, right?
So Tuesday night, I'm like with
He
my
doesn't know the itinerary.
Tuesday night, I'm like, oh shit, like I'm on the couch here with my girlfriend, and she's like, yo, you should hit up my dude Viggo, who is a city kid. I guess born in Copenhagen, moved here when he was like 5, is a city kid through and through. Is down there working a job right now, just like saving up money.
He's a master of the universe. We'll leave it at that.
He's in the Illuminati.
Yeah.
But he's saving up his money. He's like fucking stacking like a banca.
Is that your white Jamaican guy? That you're
Yeah. Run him!
Should that be the outro music? Wagwan, brother. What's his name? Is it like
M.R.
What is that? Okay, I'm gonna give you a second. What does that stand for? Do you think?
I think Mario something.
He's an Italian guy from Jersey.
Yo.
just spitting hot fire.
If a white Jamaican pulls up for it, he's like truly Jamaican. Like he's
white
actually
Jamaican?
he's like a wagwan ass motherfucker. Like there are white Jamaicans. When I was in Jamaica, bro,
there's not actually white Jamaicans.
the British enslaved them, and so some Brits stayed down there. And you know why Jamaicans speak English with that type of accent? It comes from the Irish, because the Irish, the British, when they were enslaved the Jamaicans, brought some Irish motherfuckers down to be like not slaves but like lower than the British, and so the Irish taught them how to speak English, and that's why Jamaican and Irish can kind of sound
Ship it
similar.
up to the grill, man.
Yeah. Pour me another Guinness, man.
Wait, can you talk about the Irish wedding? Because it's too funny, bro.
Oh my god. My
Real quick.
Irish ass cousin got married this past weekend. It was fire. It was like is it the fucking Nolita church, which I've never been in. The one on Prince Street with the wall.
Wait, I didn't think it was open.
It's a real ass church.
Just for private events.
I guess so. It was like a religious ass wedding. This
Okay.
guy, like him and his wife,
They're
are
Irish Catholics.
Irish Catholics through and through.
This is your cousin who's a cop.
Yes, second cousin.
Second cousin who's a cop.
Yeah, so a lot
Give
of
us the
white-
highlights.
A lot of white dudes with flat tops.
Yo, what do those guys wear to a wedding?
Like fucking
Express men type shit.
Like they were in like their undercover fits. Definitely mad
with
guns.
like newsboy caps.
no like Peaky
Wait,
Blinders shit.
pieces at the wedding?
Definitely mad guns. These guys carry their guns all the time.
Sick.
I've never heard the Dropkick Murphys played at a reception before, and people went fucking buck, man.
They
Bucka.
were having the best time.
Yeah,
Shipping up to Boston played at the reception.
you know how like it's like his drink, her drink, like usually at a weddings at a
No.
wedding.
No.
No, it's like his cocktail, her
I
cocktail.
didn't do that, I don't think. Anyway.
It's like a thing where it's like, oh, I'll have like, you know, the Larry, and it's like fucking 40 of Bud, and then it's, I'll have the Jen, and it's like a margarita or whatever.
Right.
His was gin and tonic, hers was Manhattan, and then the ours was Irish champagne, which is Guinness.
fire, dude.
It was fire. Some dude, the best man from Belfast, he's like, apologies in advance if you can't fucking understand me.
This is a guy giving a speech at the wedding.
Giving a speech, he's like, oh, if you can't understand me, then go ask me wife if you need an interpreter. It's
Wait,
like, what?
Wait, did he even, were people fake laughing to be like, yo, like, let's let him think he killed, or?
You could, like, you got used to it. Some dude was, like, literally doing a jig. Like a proper fucking jig.
Proper fucking jig, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
it was a lot of fun. The tunes were going crazy. DJ Tony, just this, like, fat, like, 50-year-old guy that was, like, trying to start up a beef between, like, he's like, yo, we got Stuytown in the building. Yo, we got Scranton, Pennsylvania in the building. Yo, who's gonna get crazier? I got 25 shots of J-Mo for whoever gets the craziest.
Wait, it was like he was trying to get the Stuytown motherfuckers their ass beat at the wedding?
Well, the Scranton, Pennsylvania, like, that's where they went to school, or she went to school, so it was all just, like, her, like, college.
No, I know, but that's
girlies.
like, in terms of privilege and blue collar.
No,
that's white people projects, but like, let's be clear.
No. This was before Stuytown is what it is now. Like, these guys were goons. These are straight fucking goons.
Okay.
Like,
Stuytown goons.
Yeah, this was like straight goonage lineage. I think they won the 25 shots of J-Mo. That's what I'm saying.
I will say, it sounds like a fucking beautiful ceremony.
It was proper, man. There was this, like, I was at, like, the young cousin's wedding, and I was, like, their stag, and when it was, like, dance time and, like, all the couples go on the floor, it was literally just me and then, like, a 14-year-old, like, teenager, like, second cousin. I've never met.
Fresh off the boat.
Her mom was going crazy on the dance floor, just, like, wilding out and had, like, her titties pushed up, and she was just like FaceTiming her friend the whole time, just mortified, just like, oh my god, like so embarrassed
about
her mom.
Yeah.
And I leaned over at one point, and was like, yo, your mom's got moved. She's like, I know, like mad Gen Z.
It sounds like a fucking gas.
It's a great time. I love weddings. I fucking love weddings.
Especially a fucking drop.
There's a trough full of shrimp.
A Dropkick Murphys themed wedding,
dude. The best man and maid of honor came out to the Dropkick Murphys, like the opening bars, like,
and they played it again at the reception.
They played the full song.
They ran it back.
Yeah.
With DiCaprio doing the dips on the books in the jail cell, Departed style.
How does it? I'm a sailor pig, and I lost my leg. Climbing up the top stairs, I lost my leg.
Dude, fire. That could be have we ever used that for outro music?
I think it should be the Radam.
MR.
M.R.
The
white Jamaican. I didn't mean to send it to you guys, but I was playing that shit all weekend long.
Yeah, that was good. Wait, where were we in the story?
Okay, Viggo.
Oh, Viggo.
Star of Southern Promises.
Southern Promises. Boom,
my girlfriend was like, yo.
Already fucking figured out.
Yo, Viggo, who's like down there by himself, just like stacking paper like a banca.
There we are.
Yeah.
Stacking paper like a banca.
Stacking paper like a banca. Wait. Fat pussy girl, dig out your tummy. Fat pussy girl. Pussy girl.
Fuck pussy good.
Fat pussy girl.
Pussy good, dig out your tummy.
Yeah, fat pussy girl, we want to dig out your tummy.
And this is a white man.
Yeah, but he's like a white. I think his alias is the White Lion.
Radam.
So this is Nick Cannon. Radam. Anyway, hook on the Zoot board. Okay, so Viggo.
No, we don't do Zoot boards for boys, dude.
I know. Viggo.
Use your imagination.
Shout out fucking Viggo. He really saved the day where he's like, yo, come use my crib. You can do whatever. Like, it's totally, like, I'll meet you there, hand off the keys. I'll work from home until you get there. Mm-hmm. Hand off the keys, go to work. I'll be back at, like, 7 or so. You guys just, like, do whatever you need to do. Leave the keys in there, bounce. Honestly, like, I've never met him, really had a conversation with him sober, but I always, like, really liked him. And just, like,
you said you met him a bunch of times,
yeah,
right?
just
like,
the
out in New York, where he lived here.
The sweetest guy, and, like, definitely, like, kind of, I think he does miss a lot of his friends. He's, like, always coming up to New York to, like, see his family, see his girlfriend, see the homies. But it was, like, a nice little, like, midweek, I don't know, engagement with, like, city boys.
Yeah. You asked me, you were like, what are our options? Because now that Gunner has punted his own crib and it's not a studio situation. And I have friends/family in Atlanta, but I was like, yo, listen, we're not at the point now, we're not at the precipice where I would feel comfortable asking. You were like, hey, by the way, developments, say less, Southern Promises, Viggo is locked in. Like, he was more, it wasn't like begrudging, like where he was like, sure. He was like, ecstatic to tap in and help out.
He was like texting his,
which is wild.
He was texting his group chat, and this is why I got a little confused with like Gunner and like YSL, is that he has a slimes text group chat, and he texted them, is like, "Yo,
some white boys.
Yo, James is gonna come down here and host a podcast, and the guest is Cardi's photographer."
Oh,
and
that's
like,
how he sold
sick.
it. Yeah, fire. Oh, and even better is when we saw him, he was like, "We're like, yo, what's good? Yo, thank you so much." Also, the fact that he has a job that allows him to stroll in at 12:30 really helped out for the keys drop off.
Yes.
We're like, "Yo, what up, Viggo?" And I met him, and you introduced us, and I was like, "Yo, you're the hero of this whole pod." We're like, "What are you getting into tonight?" He's like, "Oh, I'm going to the Nav concert."
Yeah. Nav's in
and
town?
we're like, the dude we're potting with is like boys, like best
Besties.
friends. Gunner is best friends with Nav. I wonder whatever happened with the link.
They never. So like,
sad. Anyway,
on the way out, Viggo pulls up. He's like, "Yo, I got done with work early. I'm home at 5:30."
Yeah.
Right when we were like flicking up with Gunner outside. And I was like, "Yo, Gunner, this is Viggo Gunner. Like, this is the guy whose crib we just podcasted in." Gunner was like super appreciative and thankful. And I'm like, "Yo, he's going to the Nav show tonight." And Gunner's like, "Wait, Nav's in town?" I'm like, "Yeah,
right.
you should like bring him backstage, bro. Like, thank him back." And I think
pull up.
Gunner was like, "Yo, take my number." They never linked up.
What's even crazier is that Gunner, if you remember, was looking for a new apartment because I guess he had he had outgrown the spot where there was no room to podcast. He had toured the very same building and was like, the apartment they showed me was dog shit compared to Vito's crib, which was
Viggo.
Like that's what
Said Vito. Don Vito.
Vigo's crib, which was finely manicured, new appliances, and the fucking beautiful spread.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Chrome
crazy.
hearts ring in the bathroom. You clocked that. You clocked that.
The full spread. He had multiple Chrome Hearts pieces of jewelry.
Oh, really? I just saw the one.
Oh, no, yeah. He was,
But
Vigo's got it, bro.
I know. Shout out Viggo. See you in New York, bro. And I guess he's going to move back here soon. So
Southern Promises,
our
brother.
ATL real estate plug will be no more come April.
And then we hit Viggo, and we're like, yo, we have time to kill before Gunner pulls
Need to get a
up.
bite.
We need to get a bite. And he was like, oh, there's Panera, Starbucks, Five Guys. And we're like, no. Give us a fucking real. And he's like, well, if you want to walk a little bit up, I believe it was, what is it, North Boulevard? He's like,
Peachtree?
You could hit JR Crickets.
And you're like, wait, that's a place.
And I'd heard of that.
Yeah.
Not as like a guy who's really in Atlanta, but like I got partners. I got partners in Atlanta. JR Crickets is an institution since 82.
Yeah. Older than us.
Dude, we pulled up and oh man, what a wreck, brother.
It was disgusting. But you knew it was going to be good.
Well, it's good because it's trash.
Is it? I guess it's like good food quickly. I don't know. It sounds like there's a few of them.
Like at Fast Cash?
There was a woman who was just on the phone with like a big titty tattoo. I was like, these wings are gonna fucking slap. She's like, what you want? We're like,
well, she's the one person policing the whole joint.
Yeah, she was not pleased with us coming back. Excuse me.
Can we sit at the bar?
Do you have a
Do you have a red stripe and a Budweiser?
Do you have Budweiser in a bottle?
She was not feeling us.
Are these lemon pepper wings low sodium?
I mean, we're not.
We didn't say that. No, we're not.
But she was not.
Do you have Diet Pepsi?
She was not feeling us. We were on our munch.
But we won her over.
Oh, dude, because we locked in and we were like, "Give us your Rex. What's the deal?" First of all, the state bird of Georgia should be a lemon pepper chicken. Like that's like what it. Let's be real.
I had to ask. I was like, "What are you guys like known for?" Because like we didn't know it was a wing spot.
That's a little bit of a. Is that like?
I didn't know it was a wing spot.
Is that a Mark-ass question?
I was like, "What's good? Like, what do you recommend on the menu?" Because it was like there was seafood, there was ribs, there was wings, there was sandwiches, there was burgers.
She was like, "Get wings."
Yeah, and we split a 10-piece of lemon pepper wet. Forget what we got on the side, just like chicken sandwiches, chicken wraps. These lemon pepper wets,
retarded good.
I'm
like blowing your dick off good.
Yeah. Never mind that they were kind of like I had like a fucking like
they're baby wings,
like a preemie baby.
Does that bother
chicken?
you when it's not? Because here's my thing. This is gonna sound maybe crazy. If you give me too robust of a wing, I enjoy it less than if you gave me a preemie. I'd rather have the preemie.
This was like, did you see the guy in the tram that had like the little T-Rex arms?
Of course.
That's like what
fucking talking about the podcast.
That's like what this wing was. That like you're like, oh, I've had 5. There's your 5th, and I was like, I had the little fucking T-Rex. So like,
let that man live. Dude.
But with that guy in my head, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta eat the little fucking T-Rex wing. Like, ugh.
That's all right. So when you're in Atlanta, so I will give you credit because I was like, yo, we're gonna do lemon pepper, obviously.
And I was like, yo, lemon pepper wet.
And you said lemon pepper wet. I'm like, I'm a dry rub guy. I am now, I think, convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt moving forward that if I find myself in a situation, which is, I think, kind of rare in New York where you could even choose between a lemon pepper rub and a lemon pepper wet. Like, you don't get that option. Like, definitely not in Brooklyn. I'm now, I think, forever lemon pepper wet. The shit was fucking ridiculous.
These were like... And New York isn't a big, like, there's not that many good wings in New York. It's
hard.
Agree. Like, there's Korean barbecue wings, or just Korean wings.
Right.
Sorry,
that's
Korean
a different
wings.
genre for sure.
That's like a cousin, right? That's the cousin playing Dropkick Murphys at the chicken wedding.
Yeah.
This might have been top 5 wing of my life.
Yeah.
It
was up there for sure.
I've had wings in Buffalo at, like, not the Anchor bar, but, like, another famous one that, like, Big Cat's, like, has said publicly, like, this one is superior to, like, the famous, like, Anchor bar.
They put somebody, like, PMT put someone on crazy, but I don't know if that was.
I think it was this one.
It was like
I think
a
it was
VFW,
this one.
like, corner, like, you go to, like, it was some random shit, whatever.
I think it was this one. So, like.
But that's a buffalo wing. That's a very specific type of wing where heat matters and.
Yeah. But so, top 5 wings, I think it's got to be the one buffalo, this lemon pepper wet, the first buffalo wing I ever ate, period.
We were in the airport waiting for the flight home, and we were just like still because we've been talking about. First of all, here's how I know the wing was good. We eat the wings and our other shit. We come back to the crib. We still have an hour till Gunner shows up. We both sit down on the couch. Well, we get set up, and I sit down on the couch, and I roll over to look at you, and you are fucking snuggled up and snoring like my fucking French bulldog, dude. You were assed out immediately, which is the ultimate sign of a good wing. You were like, I need a breather or I can't survive.
I had the wingitis.
That's how you know they're fucking good.
I had the wingitis.
You look so cute, by the way.
I had the wingitis. What do you mean? I had my back to you.
No, I know, but you were all like, dude, I wish there was a way, like, if this table was a couch, because you had knees to chest.
Oh,
You're like snugged up, dude.
Yeah.
It was adorable. It was adorable.
When I nap on a couch, I like to burrow into the back of the.
Sure, dude.
I like to go face like in between cushions, like sucking coins, knees, pillow between my knees.
When you've babysat like Chops' dog and shit, you ever see a dog eat and then the dog will like hit a couch and then like burrow their face in this?
Yeah.
You were like,
yeah,
you were locked in,
I think when Gunner pulled up, I still had sleep lines in my face.
100%. Anyway, we were joking because I was like, okay, how could you even determine? We're wingmen. I think it's one of the things we agree on. We've eaten a lot of wings in our day. How could you ever break down? And I would challenge the audience as well, like the top 5 wings in your life. And you were like, well, of course, the first wing I ever had. I'm like, how do you even remember that?
No, I don't remember it, but I'm assuming that like when I ate that wing, it was like
it unlocked.
No, it's like Requiem for a Dream, like just like it's like daisies. It's like a butterfly emerging from a cocoon, like the Big Bang. It's like the butterfly effect, like all that shit.
They were insane. We were everything. So every other subsequent course was getting slopped up. Because you know what it was? It was a lemon pepper wet. Sure, of course, had heat to it, which
I think
really
it was,
unlocked another level of a flavor profile. It's crazy.
And we were like, yo, we might come back. Like we got to run and do this pod. But we might come
back.
You were on
and,
her
like,
get a quick
dude. You were
on her tattooed titty.
Yeah.
Might come back for a second round, and she's like, "Yo," we're like, "What other flavors do you have that are fired?" She's like, "Yo, dirty bird. That's barbecue and lemon pepper. Which like barbecue wings, ass,
trash,
disgusting.
One of the worst in the game. If you spice it up,
add in that citrus, add in that fucking pepper.
Well, because it's like it would then becomes a sweet and savory, which is like an unbeatable combo. Combo, excuse me. But there was also, I think you could even get. And this is what Gunner. What was the play? Because we've been asking everybody since. What are the best?
He was saying American Deli is superior to J.R. Cricket's, but I think fine, right? That's personal preference. But also, and then we can't say him.
Yeah,
but then also like J.R. Cricket's was like such a fire just experience where it's like dingy, grimy, titties on the tattoos on the titties everywhere. It was like us and construction workers.
She brought out the order to then a woman waiting for pickup, and the order was like a hot and then another thing, and she was like, which one is which? And she goes, what did she say?
She's like, I just bring them out. I don't know.
I just bring them out. I don't fucking make the food. I don't know. It was great. She was wonderful. And she was fun. Honestly, normally, what do you always say? Black women love you. Again, another example where like she hated us and then we charmed her tits off.
Especially the tatted one. That meal, okay, so that we got
Banger.
that meal, snoozed, potted, went right to the airport. And when we went to the airport, we had another meal that like stands in stark contrast to J.R. Cricket's. And yes, last week was Big Wet Week. Not only did he come onto the only podcast that matters and cut a banger, not only did he, I guess,
Yo, those clips are going, bro. The OJ clip on Reels has
hundreds of thousands.
Like, no, dude, it's 600,000.
Fire.
It's insane. It has like 20,000 likes.
Somebody very important in the music world reached out to me, and they're like, "Hey, can you link me with Big Wet?"
Oh,
I was
that's
like,
right.
I was like, finder's fee 20%.
Yeah,
and they're
get a
like,
little
no.
cut.
And I was like, all right,
Cut
here's his
ski.
number. Here's a group chat. So it's Big Wet Week, but he did text me because
we told him.
He was
this
sending
the night
me.
before.
Was it?
We podded with him
Oh,
on
that's right.
Tuesday to drop on Wednesday
right.
because we were behind, and we're like, yo, we're going to ATL.
He was like, yo, there's a restaurant. There's a sushi restaurant in the ATL airport where if I have to like fly to keep my miles or like like one of those things, I will fly to Atlanta just to eat at this restaurant and then fly right back. So we're like, okay, like we kind of have to do this.
Well, our options are that or Arby's.
Right, which I've never had Arby's.
And Panda Express.
Never had Panda Express.
I don't want to bog down the story with another tangent. We got a lot. But like the fact that you've never had, and you've said to me, because I've been flabbergasted and shocked and appalled that you've never had either of these. These are institution places.
Where in New York City? Like, there's, I could go to any hood Chinese spot. I could go to any dumpling spot.
No,
like, Panda Express exists in like Times Square, and like, I don't fucking know.
No,
like,
but like you're a traveled man. You've been on the road. You're a road dog. Like I would have thought that.
I'm a world weary man. Just I've seen all the Panda Expresses in the world.
I would assume that you could have gotten like an Arby's roast beef like on Route 66 or a Panda Express in any mall in the country.
No, because I'm
you
hitting
have
Wendy's. I'm hitting Wendy's. I'm hitting Mickey D's. I'm hitting Popeyes.
I will say just real quick, Panda Express as a man who is a slut for Chinese food, it is a goated. And I'm telling you, they make it fresh, bro. They make it. No, I'm telling you, you laughed, you scoffed at me when I told you. They make it fresh in the wok there in front of you, bro. I'm telling you. That's real shit.
Okay.
That's a Michelin star level occupation.
Well, yo, so the sushi restaurant that we went to that we traveled.
Situation, whatever.
All the, like, first of all, we get in the Uber and I just put in the restaurant.
Oh, you fucked that up so bad, bro.
And the Uber driver's like, what terminal? And we're like,
You're
what?
like- he's like, are you flying international? You were taking us to fucking Stockholm.
We should have gone international. It was in the actual terminal.
Oh, would it have been faster?
Yeah.
Could we have gotten through security without passports, though?
We had our boarding passes.
No,
You don't need, if you're flying domestic, you just
Didn't
need
we
your
have to
ID.
go? But you have to go through security to get to the restaurant.
With your driver's license.
Not if it's an internet. Oh, okay. I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
it doesn't matter.
Okay, touche.
Yeah.
This place sucked.
We traveled so far
Bro.
on the fucking tram.
It was an L.
This place was horrible.
What was it called?
One Flew South.
And the Yelp reviews are crazy good.
DJ White Privilege during his 6-hour layover went there and got because he like Googled just best restaurants in Atlanta Airport. He got the Surprise Me meal for $75. You get like an omakase of like a cocktail, an entree, sushi, and like a glass of wine.
That dumb shit. I don't know. I would never trust the chef at a sushi restaurant in the airport.
And then at dinner number 2, he went to Panda Express.
Honestly, great move.
This shit. Shout out Big Wet, we love you, but fuck you for this recommendation because it was such
garbage.
It was so bad.
Bro, we waited for
20 minutes.
We were like, they're like, what's the wait? When's your flight? Like we were on the borderline of potentially like flying too close to the sun and missing the flight.
Don't go
to get this sushi.
Don't go to one. Do not. Okay, honestly, like getting sushi at the airport restaurant in itself is an insane maneuver.
Yeah,
but like it had the Big Wet cosign. And he's a big Bernie's boy, right? So
sure,
we know that
he has good taste.
He's a man of taste, gourmand. It had all the Yelp reviews or all the Google reviews. Yeah. So like, and we're like, all right, we kind of got some time to go. What do you just like fucking sit at the
and
gate?
It was like, yo, I would love a silver bullet, a Sapporo, a Japanese silver bullet, right to the fucking domicile.
I killed you with my joke of the day.
You had a great joke. So. We go to like get seated, put our name in, whatever. And then you and I were having second thoughts. We were debating. Because again, I was like, let me take this poor orphan to a Panda Express or Arby's. Even though I'm Arby's, I'm not All right, here's the deal.
The curly fries seem good, though, no?
Here's the deal about Arby's. Arby's has 2 goated items.
They got the meats.
Curly fries, no, and mozzarella sticks are incredible.
Really?
Dude, very, very good.
Interesting.
Anyway. So
Not the meats, though.
The meats are, what are you going to have roast beef and cheese?
I don't even fuck with roast beef, period, like that at all.
Then why the fuck were we even debating it? That's what you would get.
For the novelty.
Sure.
And the curly fries.
Then the curly fries. Anyway, so we're like debating back and forth. We put our name in, and then finally we get called. James, party too. And and we were like, can we just sit at the bar? Can we skip this line? Whatever. No dice. So we're waiting. Finally get called. And they like bring us, and we think we're going into the beautiful air-conditioned ambiance, like sushi samba level spot. Yeah. And then they fucking pivot, and they take us to the fucking holding pen outside. And you're like, yes. I love dining al fresco in the airport. And I will admit, you killed me. I was like, because the waiter or the hostess didn't laugh.
Right.
No,
I don't think you heard me. I don't think you heard me or chose to ignore me.
I was like, damn, my boy got one. We're eating al fresco in the terminal. It was very funny, bro. It was good. But then we got another fucking situation where our seatmates were like, bro,
Chatty Patty's down south, bro. What the fuck? This guy, and I tweeted about this, and it is very true. This guy ordered the nigiri a little too enthusiastically.
He loved it, dude.
He put a hard N and hard I on that nigiri.
He was enjoying a little too much. I lived in North Carolina, in the South for 4 or 5 years. A chatty patty, cordial Southerner, it hits like in a very specific moment, and like these motherfuckers weren't chirping us. It was like trying to.
Well, no, what was annoying?
To know what we ordered.
What was annoying?
But
without asking us, without annoying us, what was annoying, I found, was that they're talking to each other about our food.
Yeah,
as if we can't. We're right there. And it's like, oh yeah, those peanut noodles look kind of good.
The cold noodles were not bad.
I had the cold noodles once before. We get the cold noodles. And then like, the guy was like, man, I thought we were going to eat inside. It's so nice. You feel like you're not in the airport. Now
You don't feel like you're at the airport when you're inside?
Now we're sitting out here. Fucking feels like we're still in the... And I'm like, bro, we're sitting out here too.
Yeah.
Like, stop commenting how miserable this experience is for all of us.
Bro. You're hating right now.
Next generation haters.
It's such a fine line between... The Southern charm is literally a razor's edge, bro.
Yeah.
And when you've done a full day and you're still slumped on lemon pepper wet from JR Crickets, and you just potted for 2 hours and you just want to fly back home to the greatest city in the world, you don't want to get fucking chirped by a Southern couple on vacation. What the fuck was their deal? Why? I'm like, where are you flying to? What are you up to?
I'll have Pinot Noir, Pinot Noir.
Yeah, just...
Shut up.
Yeah, just Pinot. Well done. You order wine all the time, bitch, for sure. I hated
not
them.
only did he say nigiri, very nigiri, but he also said chin chin, a bit too fucking Chinese for my taste. Let me tell you.
That was
when he cheered his
no,
wife.
I know, but that's just chin chin.
I don't like people when they say chin chin.
I mean, he could have said the K version.
No, but when people say chin chin instead of cheers,
does that offend you?
I don't like it.
Isn't it not? But the language is...
I think it's like
Italian?
I think it's Italian.
Right, so it's not even... I'm telling you, you're not even on the right continent, brother.
Man, you got more chins in a Chinese phone book.
Yeah, that's true. That's a banger. That's an all-time banger. Anyway.
Okay, fly home. Next day. No, we don't podcast. We prepare for the day's podcast. But that night, we have... Honestly, we go to a lot of events, a lot of fucking bullshit. We host a lot of events.
But our shit is
bangers
only.
Bangers only.
Yeah, bangers only.
This was... Shout out Nolita Dirtbag and shout out Basic Space. This was, and it might have just been because it was like doing something and not just like mingling with the crowd. That's great. This was maybe the most fun event I've been to in a minute.
It's a great idea.
Because it was just bowling with the homies.
Just real quick before we dive into the details of the fucking evening, is bowling a real trend? Because people have been talking about like cool New Yorkers. All I've been hearing is bowling is next up.
Really? I think it's like it could be the next karaoke. You know?
But karaoke is all time like
no, in terms of activity where it's like 4 to 10 friends getting in a room, just getting a bunch of beers and doing one thing. Like you're out but you're together. Same thing with bowling where it's like, all right, like 4 to 8 homies getting a bunch of beers, getting a bunch of shitty food. You're like out in a crowd but you're like together condensed in your lane.
When's the last time you went bowling?
bro, like college maybe.
Really?
No, that's not true. Like
I had been bowling with friends, a la your karaoke vibe, and it's fun. But I don't know if I would have like pegged it as like, let's get the 100 most influential people in downtown New York to like do this level. You know?
Yeah, well, I think it was like it was fun to do like teams. Like some people were really into it. Some people were just there to fucking hang out.
We'll get into it.
Yeah, we will get into it. But okay, so first up, there were supposed to be custom bowling shirts for every team, for each team, but that fell through. So we were encouraged to like wear a thematic uniform or jawn or whatever.
Which everyone did but us. Honestly, dude. I felt a little embarrassed.
Okay, Sinclair, yes. Because they're just all wearing the brand.
Claire.
FaZe had the hornies, okay.
FaZe had hornies,
Perfect wore their merch.
And then
Gem wore their staff tees. Shies wore their Shies Fantasy Explosion tees.
Nolita's boys wore Mommy's Little Meatball tees.
Ariella Starkman had like
Starkman and Associate tees.
And
then Big Wets had Target Hawaiian shirts. Dapperton.
Custom EE.
And custom EE shorts. Dapperton's team didn't. And
they all had fucking them haircuts. Like that's a thematic through line for
Gus
sure.
Dapperton's team was twinked the fuck out, obviously. And then we were just like gooned.
Yeah.
We were gooned.
Well, so I started to get into it. Like I get into shit like too late, like at the last minute. I need to start like getting into shit earlier.
In terms of preparing yourself?
No, in terms of like getting hyped for this. Because I was hyped and I was like, yo, what's a jawn we could all wear? Camions, moot point. It doesn't even matter that like some of us. Okay, so it was real quick. It was me, you, Chuck, Robbie, Sham.
Fab five.
For a team of four, we're just like we're gonna rotate.
Yeah.
Not everyone has camions. Moot point because we have to wear bowling shoes. Does everyone have an Our Legacy Workshop tee? No. Does everyone have Stony or Cheapy?
Right, a brand, just a general brand.
Yes, but is that weird to like put on another brand?
Everyone has Cheapy, but Robbie.
Robbie is Cheapy.
I thought
I gave him a Cheapy blazer
because I feel like with Cheapy and Stone, like two sides of the same coin, someone was missing a joint.
I think it was
Chef, maybe?
Chuck. I think it was Chuck.
Chuck or Chef.
We should have worn pod shorts.
Chuck has like a cheapy hat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway.
We could have done pod shorts. We could have done like...
Too cold.
Well, we could have just changed into them like Big Wets squadron.
Oh, you're right.
But yeah, I think we fucked up. Well, I'm not saying we fucked up. Oh, I was like, yo, does everyone have a leather jacket?
Yeah. No. That was, there is no... If you model out the Fab Five... There's no Venn diagram in the middle, at least of a singular jawn. Yeah. There really isn't.
It's kind of crazy.
And then also it's like, who gives a fuck, dude?
Yeah.
We're gonna roll up and we're gonna fucking roll balls either way.
So speaking of rolling up, I roll up, and as I'm walking in, Big Wet is walking out. And he's fucking heated.
Oh, dude,
and I'm like, dude, like, what's going on? He's like, yo, these fucking cheaters are using 10-pound balls. That's not regulation. I'm like, bro, okay.
For a men's league.
Okay, Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
But also, he's like, yo, I'm gonna fucking post something. I'm like, dog, like, don't fuck with their money. Like, don't just
how
relax.
Specific
like,
do you want to be on how turbo he was? He wanted. All right, let me just say.
Okay.
Big Wet wanted to review bomb Gem on Yelp because they were rolling 10s. That's insane.
I was like, dude, like, let it go. Step outside, smoke that cig.
Yeah.
Like, beat him where it counts, on the lanes, fucking tossing 14s. Like, come on, we'd have a good time.
And this is why, listen, if there's going to be a friendly bowling tournament, if you show up an hour before and you start drinking, you start rolling.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, bro, he had been there with his boys, like
practicing?
When was the call time?
6:45.
6:45, which really was like 7:45. They had been there, per Alex, shout out Base Space. He was like, they've been here since like 5, just rolling and practicing. Which, honestly,
yeah,
we would have really benefited from.
I know.
And we'll get into it. But like, yo, dude, he was on $1 billion. He was beefing with, no pun intended, beefing with Shies.
Yeah.
He was like, in a men's league, it's 12 pounds or up, bro. Bowling 10s is bullshit. This is bitch shit. It's like, say something. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna say something.
Which apparently is not that true. And yeah, so we had to
talk him off the ledge,
get him off the ledge. But after that, fun time had by all.
Mm-hmm.
We made it into the second round,
which is all we wanted to do.
We bowled a total 495 between the four of us. Five of us.
We beat
495.
Who did we beat first round?
Well, it wasn't head to head.
Who did we play?
It was just the bottom 4 teams were eliminated.
All we wanted to do was advance to the Elite 8.
Which we did.
As a 7 seed.
Yes. Went up against Gus Dapperton, who is like a bedroom pop singer.
No clue.
Chef was very much like, yo, this guy puts numbers on the board.
Yeah, like, this is a pussy-getting legend. And so I know nothing about him or his squad. The only things, one that I realized was, like, these dudes are fucking nice. Like, too nice. Like, they're wearing colored lenses frames in
I was too.
Yeah, but because you're a fucking bastard, bro. Like, there was no reason to do that. You were using it like a speed frame style, but like these guys,
I had my wrist guard.
Yeah, you did, but you weren't even bowling with that.
I know.
It was for
I was too scared to bust it out. I was like, I got a good thing going.
I wonder if it would have worked. Anyway, these guys, there was one dude on the team, a hired gun, one of Gus's boys,
shooters, that
was bowling. What do you call this? Reverse backwards?
Like this was this is fucking. This is like a white Jamaican.
Right.
So this is crazy. Like, how do you bowl like this?
As the scores were materializing.
Flick of the wrist.
Yes, literally. And as the scores were materializing, and I was like putting the math together in my head like Rain Man style of who we would play.
You're drinking out of the pitcher?
Yeah, yes. I watched this dude. I'm like, at one point in the first round, this dude had 5 strikes in a row.
That's insane.
That's a turkey plus 2 sides.
I know.
Like, that's fucking...
Yeah, that's a 5-piece.
That's a 5-piece for sure. And I'm like... And... Here was my thing.
Okay.
Everyone was decent, right? Like, okay, me and you are the best bowlers on the team.
We're consistent. I bowled a 125 and then a 124. So I was the most consistent.
I started slow and then bowled a 140 straight up second round. I was the high man of the
3 strikes that game? 4 strikes.
No, I never got it. See, that's the thing. No one got a turkey on our team. I got 2 in a row.
I got 2 in a row in the first game. You were streaky. You would start cold and then end hot.
Yeah.
And I think that might like actually like if you do that's like better for your score if you're back heavy. I don't fucking know.
If we combined everyone's best round, because also you got to realize too in the first game more than the second game, we had the rotating fucking squadron of like Robbie will go, maybe Chef clocks in, maybe it's me, maybe it's Chuck. You were pretty consistent. No one could get hot at the same time. Like you and Chuck in that first game were like Chuck was beside himself about how good he was bowling versus what his confidence level was.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I feel like you guys fell off a little bit. Robbie and here's the thing too. Robbie and Chef are throwing 10s like twinks.
Throwing 10-pound balls.
You can't throw a 10. You could be dead on with a 10. The ball is not heavy enough to get a strike. It's not going to happen. Which is a bummer.
I was throwing 14s.
I was throwing 13s.
Because that was the only ball I could fit my fingers into. I think.
You got juicy links, dude.
Someone was like,
you got Jack Links.
Yo,
dude.
Someone commented, call me complex media the way I'm deleting 4 pins.
yeah. I wish, dude. We performed worse in the actual tournament by 1 pin. You had to break. Here's the thing. It was the best 2 teams, which was Noah and Dapperton, and then you had Big Wet's boys hovering around 3. So you had this tier of, we'll say, elite in terms of this crowd bowling, and then you had everyone else. If you and I and the boys, the Fab 5, had finished better than a 7 seed out of the first round where it was all about score, like we got 495, let's say we got 510. We would have got a better seed. I think we have a legit chance to advance. We're not going to win, but because we were like fucking bottom tier in the tourney, like it was never going to happen, and we got spanked by Gus.
Did we? What did they put up?
We got 494, and I want to say that they broke like
they cracked
520.
Damn.
Or whatever. If I hit 5.
They had like, the kid with the feathery mullet. He was nasty with the crop top. The fucking reverse flick of the wrist boy. He was good.
Reverso.
You were on your jock shit heavy. I mean, you were drunk, but you were like, you would bowl, and if it looked like it was a potential strike, you'd just go, yes.
No, I was doing this, dude.
No, at first you go like this, and then you would turn around and go like this.
Yeah.
And then anytime someone was stepping up to the lane, you just scream, "Keep the dream alive!
Keep the dream alive!" Whoa.
I was like, all right, MLK, like what the fuck?
In that second round, I knew that shit was. We started slow, and it was precarious from jump. So for me, it was all about like, are you telling me there's a chance?
Yeah.
Tell me the 2 things that you learned about me that you didn't know. And please be kind.
No, well, wait. What are we talking about? Oh no, well, losing to Gus Dapperton was like kind of like a. It was funny because like besides Big Wet, you were the jockiest guy on the floor, and then
no one could deal with him.
And then we were going up against Gus Dapperton, who like again like he had the fucking Billy Kimber haircut, and the
rose-colored lenses.
The name sounded super nice guy. The whole team like went up after them and like dapped them. Was like, yo,
they were
good game.
You
guys are great.
Shout out the boys.
The name sounded familiar. I mean, Gus Dapperton's like a fire name, and I was like, wait, I have engaged with Gus Dapperton somewhere before. So I searched my text messages, and going back to 2017, my friend Tanima, who was like, is now a photographer. We went to her art show. Oh, you weren't there. She's a photographer now, but she was like also doing some like writing and photography and like doing a lot of like music photography. And she had texted me like, yo, my boy Gus Dapperton, his debut EP is dropping. Can you put me in touch?
What year is this?
2017.
Okay.
Can you put me in touch with Pigeons and Planes? Because I was fresh out of Complex, but still like still am boys with all those fellas.
Yeah.
How do I get my write-up of him on P&P? And I was like, I got you. Let me hit up Alex. Alex, yo, keep an eye out for this pitch. Gus Dapperton, he's like, oh, I think I've heard his shit. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, cool. Let me know when she submits. I'm playing middleman. I'm like, she submitted. He's like, okay, cool. A week later, he's like, yo, tell Tanima, your homie, that her piece is going up in a day.
Sick.
So I'm like, yo, I'm somehow responsible for Gus Dapperton getting a P&P cosign, which I'm sure still is, but especially back then in like Bloghouse era,
big deal.
Was a big fucking deal for like an indie ass Billy Kimber haircut having motherfucker. Oi, it's Gus Dapperton. It's Gus free Dapperton.
Gus at the gutter.
I'm Billy Kimber. This is my bowling lane.
By order of the peaky fucking bowlers, man. They look good, but they looked good.
They look good. Anyway, but the point is that I am the flap of the butterfly's wing that made Gus Dapperton a thing.
It's your fault. We would have gone farther.
Where he had a bowling team in the Nolita Dirtbag Basic Space bowling tourney, and he beat us. So it's my fault. Hand up, that's on me.
They didn't beat us, bro. They fucking whooped our ass, brother.
Yeah.
But all we wanted to do was advance.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, I had a great... Okay. This is Larry, as per usual, having too good of a time. I was fucking smashed. I was drinking beers out of the pitcher, like you said.
This is okay.
I was getting aggro.
You know, you always say that, like, oh, if Jimmy's smoking, you know, he's getting after it.
Yeah.
This is how, and like, when you're getting after it, like, you do a lot of things. You do floor drugs. You do a lot of shit.
Yeah. Facts, bro.
This is how 2 more indicators of like Larry's off a beam.
This is what I wanted to hear. Yeah.
Is 1 drinking pitchers where I was like, yo, Lawrence, let me get you a glass from the bar.
It was a bit of a situation where like there was a lot going on. It was hard to just get a pint.
Not really. Like an
hard enough
empty pint glass.
The better idea was just going straight.
Sure.
Straight pitcher mode.
So the other indicator, and this is hilarious, is when I know that you're off your rocker, is we had to exchange our shoes or get our shoes back with the bowling shoes, and the woman hands your shoes back to you. Go, oh, thank you, my dear. And what I realized is that you use like old timey like
cheers
expressions for women.
Cheers.
No, just expressions for women.
Okay.
When you're wasted, like after the
lady
after the 4 martini lunch, you said I forget who it was, but you're like, oh, great to see you, sweetheart.
Definitely from J. Crew. Damn, dude.
So now I know when you're like using like milady ass terms,
Yeah.
like when addressing women, like my dear or honey bunches of oats or whatever the fuck. I know that.
Hey, sweetheart.
But-
Hey, sugar tits.
Not in like a degrading way, but
No,
like in a thank you, my dear. But
Here's-
I was dying.
Here's how I know, dude. I go into shit like this. So I was early with Chuck. We were at Essex Market.
Oh, nice.
We're fucking kicking it real quick. We come out. We see Alex outside. Alex Ashton from Basic Space, the fucking homie.
From base to space.
Basic Space, and we're talking about the fucking party. And I'm like, hey, yo, I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm not a competitive guy. I'm chilling. And the second the bowling shoes hit the lane, I turn into fucking O.J. Simpson, bro.
Yeah.
Like a straight savage where I can't not bang on my chest, bro. I can't not say keep the dream alive. Like, I was just so locked in to the point where I almost felt self-conscious because then no one is giving me what I'm putting out because everyone else is just trying to have, meaning the Fab Five, just have a normal fun time. And I'm trying to like slap hands to the point where I want to fucking break your fucking palm.
You were Walter Sobchak from The Big Lebowski. You're about to fucking get out a gun and put it in Gus Dapperton's handsome, twinky little mustached face and be like, Gus,
I'm gonna fucking
foot foul.
Yeah, foot foul. Or what's the fucking guy?
Jesus?
No, not the Jesus. Who you are? I thought I am. What's the?
Yeah,
that
guy.
Guy.
That fucking guy.
Which was weird because the anniversary of that moment was the tourney.
Yeah.
It was fun. Honestly,
it was really fun. It was really fun. I was like, I called it early. I went home. You guys kept it going?
The next day was Atlanta.
No, the next day was Secret Guest.
The one thing that was hilarious was that you were the first to leave, so I stayed with the Groms and we chilled. And we had the corporate card down. No one's paying for anything. We're being magnanimous.
Was it open bar on Basic Space or no?
Dude, the second I got there, Hartman was like, well, I don't want to talk too much shit.
Okay.
Basically, it was like they thought that they could bring in as many outside drinks as their hearts desired.
What do you mean? What like BYOB?
Yeah. And it was like a miscommunication, so that then it was like that's canceled. So they had those like rosé. What's the Jean and Janice brand?
Every weekend, drink like the weekend.
Right. So they had
drink like Abel.
They had drink like Abel. They had fucking glass table girl bottles on the cans on deck, and then it was like Basic Spaces will acquire, and Alex was buying his pitchers because we're fucking boys. We're locked in. We're fucking family. But like, we had the card down, and as soon as you left, it was hilarious because a pitcher was acquired, and then all the homies, once you were gone, started talking about Oscar futures, dude. It was all about fucking who's gonna win Best Picture, who's getting fucking Best Actress. Is Cate Blanchett for real? But it was only after.
What do you mean is Cate Blanchett for real? I'm not out here cock blocking Oscar talk. I can fucking chat zoovies with the fellas.
I just feel like the fellas.
I think I've seen most of them except for.
Oh, I watched EO, by the way.
Oh, what do you think?
I'm with you.
Oh, first movie I ever watched on Criterion Channel.
No, I know. Wait, did we say that on pod?
Yo, that I was so happy when
my gift materialized.
When that donkey got ass fucked and sexually harassed.
That didn't happen.
I know, but it should have.
I did watch it last night, and I was like, "This word to Jimmy, it's a snoozer."
Yeah. How many times you snooze?
I didn't snooze at all. I watched it. I was
just on my phone the whole time.
As I said in Letterboxd, that's one weird looking dog. No, it sucked. It was fine. It's whatever. It looked cool.
Well, the reason why.
No one.
You know what I realized? That to watch Criterion Channel on my TV, I have to go to www.criterionchannel.com. There's no app. There's no app.
There's an app. I have the app.
I download the app on my phone, and then I have to enter the code onto this shit.
What is it called when you send it?
Airplay? No.
Send it.
When you fucking send it? Yeah, that's called a St. John's Drake's lunch.
Oh, one other thing that was really fun is that then after Chuck bounced,
right,
me, Chef, and Robbie walked to the McDonald's.
Delancey Street?
War Zone.
Oh, that's the Delancey Street McDonald's.
No, but it's been since souped up. Like, it's very...
But that's the Delancey Street.
I tried to hop over a barrier to use the bathroom, and a police officer was like, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, I was trying to hop over the barrier to use the bathroom." He's like, "No, you can't. It's too late to use the bathroom, bro. You can't use it." So anyway, that was the thing. Then we went back to Chef's new crib, which is beautiful, and even more beautiful than his crib.
Where is it? What's the address?
I'm not gonna say the address. Also, I don't even fucking remember. And despite the beauty,
is it like a little pussy cave now? Like, is it because he lives by himself?
It's
right?
a pussy cave for sure, but it's a 1-bedroom, 1 bath.
Yeah,
it's
but
nice.
it's like how?
It's bro. You don't think this man is getting fucking pussy in this cave?
No, in this cave. Yeah.
We shared. Everyone got like a little. It's also funny to like as a fat motherfucker to get food with 2 Wayfish Twinks, like where it's like Chef's like, I'll just have a McChicken, please. And
what'd you get? Did he really only get a McChicken?
Chef and Robbie each got a McChicken.
Wow.
And then I was like, let me get some shit for the table.
For you.
Big Mac, 20-piece nugs.
How many nugs?
Another McChicken.
How many nugs did the 2 Twinks have?
I probably had 15. Straight up. But and then we were just gossiping till all hours of the morning.
At Chef's
Yeah. It was a beautiful girls' night, just capping off a wonderful evening of sport.
That was a lot of fun. I think that we should for real do a Grateful 8.
I'm bowling pilled.
Yeah, I'm bowling pilled. So I was texting my homies afterwards, and like 2 of my friends have a joint birthday coming up, and they were like, "Oh, we might do karaoke." I'm like, "Bro, do bowling. So we're going bowling at the Gutter LES.
Were you sore?
Yes.
Bro, my hip was like, and I'm a piece of shit, hence the, McDonald's order. I was fucking throbbing, bro. Pause.
One of my rings got fucked up.
But
then
you should have never bowled rings.
I
told you this when I'm like, why are you bowling with rings?
Because I look swaggy.
That's fair. The glasses,
my inner, near my dick on both legs was mad sore.
Your groin.
Not up,
Groinal?
not up in the triangle, but still in the legs. Still in the legs.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome night.
Great night.
Shout out Hartman. Yo,
and
honestly.
Basic Space. I think we should do Grateful 8, where it's alums and current groms, and then you and I get split up.
Oh,
or we rotate or something.
Ooh,
but also, I'd love to.
That could be fun, dude.
And that'd be fun just to do a Grateful 8 night. But I'd love to kind of
4v4.
4v4, but also how do we build this out? Not to fucking swagger jack what Dirtbag did, but that was a great event.
Also,
great idea.
Perfectly Imperfect guys, they have a bowling league. I'm telling you, bowling.
Bowling
is a trend.
Tyler just goes.
And it's fire.
Tyler goes bowling once a week with his homie at Melody Lanes, which is that's where we went in high school because they wouldn't card you.
Right.
And you could get.
I don't want to go there. Yeah. Also, bro, we didn't even talk about that in that first round when we were trying to make it to the show. We had the dysfunctional lane. We had to reset it every fucking third throw.
That sucked. You couldn't get into a rhythm.
All right, let's talk about this awesome lunch today.
Today
we had half.
And then we could only have half. We had to bounce early, and then we gotta probably wrap this up for Chuck's. So St. John's, and I told we both got the invite, and I was like, bro, we have to go to this. We have to go to this. Even before I think we RSVP'd to the invite only lunch, my homies in the food world were hitting me up to try and get tickets to the one night pop up that they're doing tonight. One night only, where it's St. John's. I don't know if tonight is part of a Drake's collaboration, but it's St. John's pop-up in New York. They have a relationship with all the homies at Drake's, and shout out to everyone at Drake's.
Yep, the boys.
Very swaggy blokes.
The homies.
This was fire. And but I was like, Lawrence, we have to go to this. Even though it's a Monday.
You press me. Because Monday at noon is a garbage time.
You wouldn't normally,
or an event or anything.
You wouldn't normally have 4 martinis and 3 beers on a Monday at noon, but given the opportunity, you might grasp it.
I will say, but based on what you're saying, and shout out fucking Ed Cumming, the fucking homie. There was mad people that I normally would never hear from that I'm IG friends with or even real friends with in the UK that were like, yo, what do you know about this? Are you copping the gear? Are you going to the party? And I'm like, first of all, yeah, I'm invited. But I guess I didn't know because, all right, we went to the UK and we didn't eat at St. John's. Because when we travel, or even in New York, I default to you. You're the foodie. You're the gourmand. I default to you, and I'm game for whatever.
When did we go to the UK? Oh, for personal. We didn't even have we had one meal where we could get a dinner or get a lunch by ourselves.
But even when we did the Manny trip with CP, and we had that one night in town, you're the guy that would have been like, yo, one night in town, we'll go to St. John's.
What?
So I'd never even heard of it.
Our one night in town, we just went out and fucking partied with Mick and Con.
Nah, you're bugging.
Did we even get dinner that night?
Yeah, we got dinner with.
Oh, late. Yeah, late.
Yeah.
We just what's open around us?
I thought you made a reservation at that hotel. That was fire. That was a good meal too.
What's the Delancey Street McDonald's of London?
Nah, you're bugging.
What hotel?
And I don't remember.
Was the 3 of us? What?
I'm not going to say it on mic.
That wasn't bro. We just walked in.
No,
there was no reservation.
That wasn't a reservation.
No, we just walked in.
All right, whatever. Doesn't fucking matter. My point is that I would not know this existed.
Oh yeah,
and I didn't know it existed if it wasn't for you. This is my.
So what do you think? You loved this. How was the martini? Was it good?
I might need another one to determine. No, it was delicious, but it was gin.
Was martini? Did martini 4 slap harder than martini 2?
No, they're too good. I mean, that's the thing that I'm realizing.
Are you now gin pilled? Are you a gin martini guy?
Shout out Ford's Gin. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, it's cleaner. It's different. It's not
herbaceous.
Yeah, I kind of like if I'm posted up and we're going to wait for a table, we're going to wait for some food, and I want a little snacky snack. I want to wet my whistle in a more fucking, delicious way. In an unctuous way. I'll get an extra dirty vodka martines, and hopefully we got 3-4 olives on that fucking skewer, dude.
Yeah.
And that's a different thing.
Oh, because that's a snack.
Yes, exactly.
You can't eat the lemon peel.
No, you could. You can eat the rind. No, it was fucking delicious. And
so we were only able to experience the deviled eggs and caviar, the deep fried monkfish cheek and aioli, the baked clams with bone marrow and parsley salad, and the ox tongue, sour cabbage, and mustard on rye.
Bro,
we missed out on the lobster rare bit with
care.
bread and wine wedge salad.
But it probably
missed out on the pot roast smoked bacon, trotter and beans. Missed out on the fergroni. What is that?
I don't know.
A drink?
It sounds
like an after dinner drink.
Sounds like a fucking homophobic drink, dude.
Sounds like the chatty. I don't even know the fucking voice anymore. The Chatty Patty Southerners would love to order that one. If you know what I mean. Yeah. Cheese and the Long Island bar pecan pie with Viel prune whipped cream.
I don't care about dessert. First of all, that's the best devil egg that I've ever had in my life. And as I was saying we had an interesting crew. Me, you, Bijan from Intramural.
Yep.
The homie Justin
Berkowitz from Bloomies.
And then we had Emily from J. Crew. Emily is a pescatarian, so she doesn't eat meat.
Yeah.
So, like, we were already kind of, like, figuring out how we're going to course out the situation. That deviled egg. Are you a big deviled egg guy?
Yeah. I've never had it with caviar.
No, neither. That's the best deviled egg I had, caviar aside, because of just the amount of Dijon that was in the fucking mix. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was really good.
What else?
I don't know. I wish we could have stayed. It was like the whole menswear Illuminati was, I wish we could have like fucking shout out Adam Pally. We were palling around with him.
Jeremy
with
was in town, bro.
Gallagher. Like, I wish that we had more time to like just bum around and like table hop and like drink with Nate Freeman and like
Nate was hammered.
Yeah, I mean,
shout out my guy.
Yeah, really pal down with the fucking Drake's homies.
I will say, I feel like you and I both posted, the menu on IG. The response was crazy, and then part of me is like, is it really that good? We only had half the menu. It's that good. Like the baked clam. Sure, but with bone marrow, like you're on a fucking another level, kid.
You had bone marrow to anything. I mean, that's a cheat code. That's a cheat code.
That's a hack. No, and even I'm not a fish guy. The
fried monk was the aioli was hella garlicky.
Also, a little Dijon mustardy. Yeah. They're going heavy with it. I liked it. I really enjoyed it, and we only got half the menu, but shit slapped, bro.
I'm sure the 4 martinis
and the collab is gas.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
It's a lot of stuff. It's they did a bunch of like. Do you not see like Junior and all the guys like the?
That she was hanging up.
Yeah, but it's like,
oh damn.
It's like
whatever. I'll go look online.
It's like French workwear shit. I don't know. It's cool.
Great way to start off the week. I think Gunner Stall Pod on Wednesday is going to be an utter delight. We have a whole fucking run of pods coming up that I'm very excited for. Personally speaking.
Oh yeah, I mean honestly, the one after that is even like bigger.
Yeah.
No, I mean not to be a dickhead, but like it's bigger.
I mean,
that's a guy.
Yeah, that's a guy. That's a guy, and I think he liked us.
Yo, and also I will not. No Larry Curtis, nothing. We are sitting on a goated joint.
Here we go.
And we just gotta wait.
Yeah.
And I hate fucking waiting.
I know, bro. Drink the rest of that beer because we gotta get out of here because we gotta get these files to Chuck.
This is a fun one. You have a good time?
I had a great time.
I love it, bro. We're back, baby.
Fucking back, Chef. Take us out.
See you next week, guys. Bye.